Chat icon is. There we go. Hello. Hi everyone. Welcome into the full moon in Libra ritual today. Feel free to say hi in the chat or hi with the video. It's up to you. This is a lovely little ritual that we're going to honor the Libra full moon. We're going to be doing some journaling and some EFT tapping as well. So we're just going to wait probably a minute or so for a few more people to join in, but I'd love to know where you're from in the world today. Where are you tuning in from? So I'm here in Manchester, and I also love to know how you're feeling today. However you've turned up to this event is perfect. Whether you're feeling a 1 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, let me know. So I'm probably an 8 out of 10 today. The sun is up in the city, so that always makes me happy. It's always very grey and raining. And yeah, hopefully whatever number you're on by the end of this ritual, perhaps it will go higher once we've done some tapping, once you've journaled on all these themes to do with Libra. So let's dive in. Let's get started. Valentina's in Croatia. So good afternoon. A 7 out of 10. Beautiful. Welcome in. So we've got a little worldwide community. So thank you for joining in, and let's begin. Okay, so this is, like I said, full moon in Libra ritual. It'll be around 45 minutes or so, depending on how we go with the time, with all the different journaling. So here we go, the full moon in Libra. Have you done EFT tapping before? If you haven't, don't worry about it. It's super easy to do, and it's also super fun. And it's something that I use every ritual to help me clear and release, because full moons are all about release. Now, something about this full moon that's not like the one last month. It is an eclipse, a lunar eclipse. So eclipses happen twice a year. It's when there's a lot of transformation, a lot of revelations. So you might find a lot of things happening this time. A lot of astrologers will say not to try and manifest during this moon cycle, because it's a good time to just step back, see how far you come, so then move forward. You can do with it what you wish. I also follow that, where I think, okay, I'll let things happen, let things manifest in their own time, but I'm going to take a little chill because we work so hard. Okay, so right now you are exactly where you are meant to be. I love to start my rituals like that. Everyone who is here today is divinely aligned, and I'm so happy to be your host today. Maybe you've never met me before. My name is Heather. I am an EFT tapping practitioner, yoga instructor, and a coach. And outside of that as well, I also do acting and presenting. I'm kind of one of those people who likes to try many things, and this is my big 3, so it might make sense why I do that. So I'm a Gemini sun, I'm a Capricorn rising or ascendant, and Aquarius moon. Now, if you know your star sign, your sun sign, maybe you know your big 3, I'd love to know. You can pop it in the chat, see what kind of astrological signs we have here. Hi Amina as well, welcome in. Where are you tuning in from in the world, and what is your sun sign? If you don't know your big 3, it can be really interesting to find out. So your moon sign is to do with your emotions and how you process things. Your rising is to do with your legacy, your purpose, who you become, who you are rising up to be. So I've got a bit of earth sign in there and a bit of earth. My astrology chart's so strange. I have like hardly any water, but so much air, which is why I talk a lot, and I like that. So all you're gonna need for today is your journals and some water. Now, the water, it isn't for anything specific in the ritual. It's because when we do our tapping, it's really good to hydrate, because it's like acupressure without the needles. So okay, Valentina, cool. So your Capricorn sun, Scorpio moon, and Aries. Is that Aries rising, or is it Scorpio rising Aries? But either way, that is so much like powerful energy. You've got 2 cardinals in there. You've got earth, water, and fire. So Valentina, if you're not like either an entrepreneur or run your own business or run a healing business, that would be good. Oh, you do? Okay, because I'm seeing that life coach. That is literally perfect. I was going to say, okay, Capricorn and Aries are always the entrepreneurs, and Scorpio is about the healing, the transformation. So you're literally doing the perfect thing. Hi, Andrea, welcome in as well. We're just connecting on whatever your star signs are. So I'm a Gemini sun, I'm a Capricorn rising, Aquarius moon. I love to do a little bit of like see what everyone is, and then I can like predict what you do. It kind of works. I mean, with Gemini Aquarius, it would be something esoteric, and Capricorn again. Hi, Andrea, how's it going? Where are you tuning in from in the world today? So I'm here in Manchester. We've got Croatia in the house. Oh,
From the
nice.
Philippines.
Hello, how are you?
Fine.
Ah, brilliant. Well, thanks for joining in today. So we've got this full moon in Libra ritual. It'll be about 45 minutes long. So welcome to the circle, and let's dive in. What is your intention for today's ritual? So there might be a reason you clicked on the email. You're like, let's check this out. I'd love to know what brought you here today. Is it that you want to learn about the full moon? Maybe it's that you want some more of your own time to just see what it is that you need to let go of. Maybe you're curious about the EFT tapping. For me, my intention is just to create a really beautiful space for everyone here to give you whatever that you need. Some journal prompts might be like, yes, this was literally, I needed to let this go. So I'm just here to hold space for you. Abigail, welcome in as well. So I'd love to know, yeah, your intentions for today. Is there a reason why you've showed up? So maybe is, like I said, learning about the full moon in Libra, which is a very powerful one, by the way. So I've got some Libra fun facts for you. Maybe you are a Libra, maybe you've got loads of Libra in your chart. So the mantra for Libra is I balance. They're all about the scales. They are a cardinal earth sign. Cardinal signs are the start of the seasons. So Libra would start autumn in the northern hemisphere. So they're cardinal earth signs. That means they're quite powerful. They take action. They're represented by the scales. They rule the 7th house. So there's 12 houses in astrology, all related to a specific astrological sign. The 7th house is about balance, harmony, and one-to-one partnerships. And the Justice Tarot card is the one related to Libra. To learn, I love that, absolutely. So maybe there's something here about Libra that you didn't know. But that is, so every time we do these rituals, I'll teach you a little bit about the astrological signs as well, because there's more than just saying, oh, Libra is an earth sign. There's like so much behind it. And it's really the one that, you know, the lawyers, the people who seek justice, the ones that fight for human rights, those are like the really powerful Libra. Especially for Libra moon, you're always seeking equality and fairness. Now, I like to also give you a breakdown of how it's personally going to affect you, because each full moon will light up a certain part of your chart. This is a lunar eclipse, so it will be extra powerful. So this will affect your sign. This is sun and rising. If you don't know your rising, you might want to take a quick Google. Your sun sign is your star sign. So I'll just read these out super quick. You might want to write them down. So for all my Tauruses, 6th house it's affecting you, which is habits, well-being, and routine. If you're a Gemini like myself, it's the 5th house, creativity, inner child, and play. Cancer, 4th house, home, security, and emotions. Leo, 3rd house of communication and learning. Virgo, 2nd house, finances and pleasure. If you're a Libra, it's your 1st house of identity and desire. Scorpio, 12th house of completion and spirituality. Sag, 11th house of friendships and community. If you're a Capricorn, it's your 10th house of legacy and goals. Aquarius, 9th house of learning and travel. Pisces, 8th house of transformation and healing. And Aries, it's your 7th house of partnerships and romance. So you can take the ones that it's affecting you. So for me, it'll be my 5th house. I also like to write it down as well. This could be something that you might want to journal on. So this is something that you could let go of during this full moon. So I would write down the 5th house, and I'm a Capricorn rising, so 10th house. So there's a lot of different things happening here. So that is something that you can focus on for this moon cycle. So hopefully you've written that down, and I'll move to the next slide. But hopefully you're like, okay, see what this is going. That's kind of resonating. Now, each full moon kind of follows the 6 months prior from the new moon in Libra, which was around October 14th last year. And it's always good to look back to see how far you've come. So I'd like you to cast your minds back. You can do this through, maybe you want to go on your Facebook or your phone to see what was going on October 14th, 2023. What were you going through, and has balance been applied? So maybe at that time you were really struggling to find a new job or something, but right now you're in that new job. So you can say the balance has been applied, my career, it feels balanced, I feel good in that area. Or maybe things are completely shifted in the other direction. So I'll give you a couple minutes on each journal prompt to write down, and then if you feel like you want to discuss, we can absolutely do that. So October 14th, what was going on? So I'm going to go through my phone and look at some pictures, see what was I doing then? So personally, I found some pictures of my YouTube channel. I reached 1,000 subscribers that day, which was really cool to see that 6 months later. And also some photos of a wedding shoot I did. So I'm thinking about maybe that was to do with career and also what was my legacy, my goals. So I can definitely see some balance has been applied. I've been focusing on those things. So maybe you've seen something there that you're like, oh, I forgot about that. So it's quite interesting to discover. If anyone's got anything that you'd like to share, you can pop it in the chat. What was going on October around that time for you? Any specific themes? I see a lot of travel here as well. So, yeah. All right, now it's time to take inventory, to take stock of where you are right now so we can figure out where we want to go. So I like to sort of divide life into these 8 different areas: health, relationships, love, community, career, personal development, hobbies and interests, and finance and wealth. So in each of these areas, what I'd like you to do is to write next to it, out of 10, how fulfilled you feel in that area. So maybe health is a 9 out of 10. Relationships, that's to do with like friendships, family. Maybe that's a 3 out of 10 right now. And just be really honest with yourself about these areas of your life. And if you've got any questions specifically about them, just pop it in the chat or just say it out loud. I'm here to help. But yeah, just figure out, what's going on there and rate them out of 10. We'll have about another 30 seconds or so to rate them out of 10. Okay, hopefully you've written all that down, and now we can really look at these areas that are out of balance. So perhaps, like for me, I've wrote health 8 out of 10, but my relationships and my friendships are like a 5 out of 10. So I would say they're out of balance. They're not all equal. You might have a 1 out of 10, you might have a 10 out of 10. And I'd like you to also write down, how can you regain the balance? So for me, that tells me that I should invest a bit more time in my friendships, talking to people, sending messages. What's that? Sorry. Oh. So yes, we'll spend about 2 minutes or so on this. And if you've got any reflections or anything you want to share, please do. Did anyone find anything interesting from your inventory? Did you notice that you've been really invested in like one area than the other? That's something that Libra can really teach us, is to have that balance, because if we focus solely on one thing, we neglect everything else. And life is about this dance of finding, where am I too focused on? What's being neglected? How can I, find all these things that are like 3 out of 10, 1 out of 10, how can I bring them to 4 out of 10, a 5 out of 10? And you might have come up with some really good ideas. If you'd like any suggestions or anything like that as well, of any ideas, if you're feeling stuck or struggling, more than happy to help as well. Hello, welcome in. Hi, Prajata, hello, how are you? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Welcome in, lovely. So I'd like you to also, if you're just joining in, we're just doing a bit of journaling right now before the EFT. We're focusing on Libra, and one of the themes about Libra is about relationships, specifically one-to-one relationships. That could be with your partner, with your friends, your family, the people that you work with, people that you normally interact with on a weekly basis. And then now I'd like you to ask yourself, are these relationships give or take? Are you giving too much? Are you taking too much? Where can balance be applied here, and what can you practically do? So let's take, for example, maybe it's a friend that you haven't seen in years and you're the one who's always initiating, meeting up and hanging out. Maybe they keep cancelling. So there's something that you could do here, is apply some balance by, okay, let's focus on other friends right now who might need my attention. And also practically tell them that you feel like this relationship is a little bit imbalanced and you would appreciate that as well. Hey Ursula, how's it going? Welcome in. Oh, I love that picture behind you, beautiful. So if you'd like to write down, maybe pick your top 3 relationships and really do a little bit of nitpicking, like, this one seems a little bit out of balance, and how can you apply it? Hey Ursula, hello, lovely. Okay, so we'll take about 2 minutes on this, and you can also write it in the chat if you feel comfortable, if anything's coming up for you. So I'm going to write down my top 3 relationships. have another 30 seconds on this. Okay, so hopefully you've got a list here of things that you feel like, okay, maybe you're giving too much to your relationships and friendships. Maybe you feel like, actually, I forgot to reply to that voice note, or I forgot to schedule something. We can get so focused on whatever we're doing that we forget about the people that support us, the people around us. And this is why we're moving on to something that full moons are really about: gratitude, taking stock of all the things to be thankful for. Maybe it includes these people. So I'd like you to spend the next couple of minutes with me. We're just going to write down all the things we're grateful for and why we're grateful for them, and just feeling really good about that. Just taking a look around your space, feeling grateful for that, or anything that's just been manifesting for you over the last few months or few weeks. What are you grateful for? And feel free to write some of those in the chat as well. I'll be joining you after I've written them all down and some things I'm grateful for. Have about another 10 seconds on this. So one thing I'm really grateful for is spring. The seasons have changed and it's nice to be out of that winter and now seeing flowers and the sun. So that for me is something that I'm grateful for. So if you'd like to share one thing that you're grateful for in the chat, that would be amazing. Maybe it's your health, maybe it's the job that you have, maybe it's just appreciating your eyesight, that we're able to be here in our safe spaces to do this ritual, which is a beautiful thing. I'm grateful for this tea, even though it's gone a bit cold, it still tastes nice. So whether you're typing or not, we'll move to the next journal prompt, which is to do with thoughts. Because what is Libra? It's an earth sign which rules the mind. So I want you to think about what thoughts and beliefs are you letting go of under this full moon? Is there some sort of story that you keep coming back to time and time again about yourself, about people, about the world? Are you judging too much? Are you worried about certain things when actually you can let them go? Oh, I also love that. Grateful for your health and your life full of blessings. Yes, like house, food, friends, family, and your opportunities. Beautiful. Absolutely. Food, exactly. Where would we be without food? My favorite thing. So I'd like you to think about all those things that you want to let go of, and I'd like you to write them down. So it's like, I'm letting go of the belief that, I'm letting go of the thought that, and we'll spend about a couple minutes in this, and we'll really use the EFT tapping to let these go as well. I'll have about another 20 seconds or so. Anything else you want to let go of? See what's surfacing for you. And just finish whatever sentence that you're on. And the next thing we're going to do is shift these beliefs by using the power of affirmations, which are positive statements. So I'd like you to look at what you've written down. For example, I've written down, I'm letting go of comparison. So I think about how would that belief, what belief would help me instead? It's like, I am enough. I'm exactly where I need to be. I am worthy, something that makes me feel like I don't need to. This belief can be shifted into that. So you might want to take just one of those limiting beliefs or stories that are really got its grips, and yeah, you know, it's that one, it keeps coming back to time and time again. Like, why would you just go away? So you can shift that into a positive affirmation, and then we'll use the power of EFT tapping to really let it go. If you've not done tapping before, it's a great way to rewire your thoughts and beliefs. So we'll spend about a minute or so picking the one thing that you really want to let go of and just change it into an affirmation. And if you want to create more affirmations, feel free. Maybe you want to do 3 or 4, whatever you're feeling called to today. Maybe it's just one. And whenever you've come up with your affirmation or mantra, please pop it in the chat, because we are going to use these for the tapping. So we're going to be saying these out loud together. It's like a little magic spell. So whether it's 1, 2, 3, please pop them in the chat. So I'll give you some time to do that. And if you're struggling with coming up with an affirmation, if you pop in the chat, or you can speak out loud something that you're struggling with, I'm happy to help you create one. So as long as it's present and positive, it could even be like, I am joyous, I'm positive, I am allowing myself to have fun. It depends on what exactly is going on for you that you'd like to think instead. Like, imagine if this limiting belief can just be pulled out of your mind, but you have to replace it with something. So what would you prefer to think instead? Or what would that higher version of yourself, the higher self, the you in the future that you want to become, what would they think about this situation? Or what would your coach think about this? So somebody that inspires you think about this situation, and try and tune into their energy, their mindset. Sometimes that helps me. Well, Ursula's popping in some beautiful things there. I will always be and have enough. Yes, I am full of love and life. I deserve a life full of beauty. Those are absolutely incredible, and we'll be tapping all of them out loud. So thank you so much for sharing. And if you're normally someone who doesn't share, you're like, oh, just I actively encourage you to be part of this, because you are here, your energy is so worthy. Something you might say or share might actually change someone's perspective and actually might change their life. So you are powerful. Abigail, love this. I'm loved and lovable and loving, and I am enough. Thank you so much, Abigail, for sharing. You never know, someone might really need to tap on that today, and you'll be surprised when you tap. Some things just like you don't know that you need it until you say it. Okay, thank you so much. Oh, Prashkapta, thank you. I want to let go of thought, take it for granted. Nice. So your pivot, people love you unconditionally and treat me with respect. Oh, that's very cool. I like how you've done all that. Affirmation, I'm respected. Let go of the thoughts about worried about not having enough money. Yeah, I feel that too. Your pivot, you're earning from various sources continuously. I live a luxurious life. I'm not afraid to be alone. Thank you, Valentina. Yeah, not afraid to be alone. Could also be like, I have support wherever I go. The world's full of kind people ready to support me. We're here to support you. So thank you for all these beautiful affirmations. So we'll tap all these in. So has anyone not done EFT before? Just pop a yes or a no in the chat, just so I can gauge where we're at. And no. Okay, so happy to teach you. EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Technique, and it's where we tap on meridian points in our body, and it's a way to reduce stress and anxiety. It's been proven to cure PTSD and phobias and all sorts of things. I personally like to use it for my practice as a way, it's like a somatic healing. Sometimes it's nice to sit in meditation like, I'm enough, but sometimes your body isn't ready for that. So when you tap, you're able to let stuff go so that you can receive the new. So when we first start tapping, we do something called karate chop point, and this is where we release things that no longer serve us, especially with it being a full moon, which is all about letting go. It's one of the best things to do. So wherever you are, please take a sip of water or anything that you need to hydrate your mouth, because we'll be talking out loud. Don't want anyone like, so do have a sip of water if you feel you need it. Just sort of like cleanse the vocal cords. Right. Okay. And if you aren't muted, it might be worth just muting your device just for the tapping, because sometimes there's like a feedback. So when I say it and you say it out loud, it can sometimes sound a little bit like woo, wherever it was. So if you don't mind putting yourself on mute, you can take yourself off mute straight after, but it just helps with the tapping. We'll just wait till Ursula gets back. I think she's off somewhere. So if you've got any questions about tapping as well, feel free to ask away. But I'll show you the 8 tapping points while we're here. So the first tapping point is the eyebrow point. So just follow along after me. So you can use 2 peace fingers. Then the next tapping point is the side of the eye. You don't have to move your head. I'm just showing you where it is. That's your temples. And then the next tapping point is underneath the eye, so not like right there, just a little bit lower. And then we have underneath the nose. You just need 1 hand for this. And then we have the chin. And the next point is like where your collarbone is, the actual bone. If you move your hands down a couple of inches and tap there, that's the next tapping point. And then we have underneath, not the right in the armpit, just a little bit lower. You can tap there. And then the top of the head. So those are the 8 tapping points. We go through them, not that fast, but honestly, once you've done it a couple of times, you'll get it. Oh yeah, Ursula, if you mind just muting your device just for the EFT tapping because we're speaking out loud, but if you can, yeah, fabulous. So yeah, if you want to be off camera, on camera, sometimes this can bring up some emotions. So sometimes you might find yourself wanting to cry, laugh, I don't know. So if it's a private practice for you, I'm all for that. So let's begin. Tapping on the side of the hand, which is the karate chop point. So we begin here, and you might already start to feel tingles. You might yawn all the way through that. That's just completely normal as well. So when we're here, we really tune into, so you might want to close your eyes and think about all those limiting beliefs and stories that you've been carrying around, the things that you've been journaling about. And it's okay to feel any emotion right now. Maybe you're feeling some resistance towards that, or perhaps you're really tuning into this sort of anxiety or disappointment or whatever it is, and allow yourself to feel it. And know that it's okay to feel it, it's safe to feel it, and we can let it go as we tap. So I'll give you just about 10 seconds of silence just to tune into that as you tap. If you had your eyes closed, you can begin to open, and all you need to do is repeat after me out loud. Take what resonates and leave the rest. You can keep your eyes closed for this. We're just doing the side of the hand. Even though these emotions are coming up for me right now,
even though these emotions are coming up for me right now,
and perhaps I'm not used to feeling this,
and perhaps I'm not used to feeling this,
all these things that I've been carrying with me,
all these things that I've been carrying with me,
I give myself permission to feel them.
I give myself permission to feel them.
I feel them so I can heal it.
I feel them so I can heal it.
And even though I may feel this way,
even though I may feel this way,
I am choosing to deeply and completely
I am choosing to deeply and completely
love, honor, and forgive myself.
love, honor, and forgive myself.
Even though I have these limiting beliefs,
even though I have these limiting beliefs,
these stories that I tell myself,
these stories that I tell myself,
perhaps I've been carrying them with me for years.
perhaps I've been carrying them with me for years.
I know that I have the power
I know that I have the power
to change and transform these stories.
to change and transform these stories.
I don't need to identify with this anymore.
I don't need to identify with this anymore.
I can throw the book away and write a new one.
I can throw the book away and write a new one.
And so under this full moon in Libra,
And so under this full moon in Libra,
I'm letting go of all that no longer serves me.
I'm letting go of all that no longer serves me.
I see what I've written down in front of me,
I see what I've written down in front of me,
and I'm letting it go.
and I'm letting it go.
I'm imagining this piece of paper setting on fire.
I'm imagining this piece of paper setting on fire,
Or that I'm looking at something from 10 years ago and I go, oh, what was that?
or that I'm looking at something old and I'm like, what was that?
This is an old diary entry.
This is an old diary entry.
And I'm rewriting the story of my life.
And I'm rewriting the story of my life.
And take a deep breath in. And exhale. And just tune into how you're feeling. Anything that came up for you during this first part of our tapping. Taking another deep breath in. And exhale. I'm going to move to the next part of the tapping with all these affirmations. So I'm going to scroll up so I can see them all. And we're going to put all these affirmations into our body to really embody them as well. So as you're saying these out loud, really feel it. Feel it as it's already happening. So we're going to begin tapping at the eyebrow point. And all you need to do is repeat after me, take what resonates and leave the rest. It's absolutely normal to feel sleepy if you're repeating that. It's normal to feel sleepy, yeah. So you might need a nap or you might feel energized after this. So let's begin. Under this full moon in Libra.
Under this full moon in Libra,
I feel a change in the air.
I feel a change in the air.
Something new is coming.
Something new is coming.
And with the themes of Libra,
And with the themes of Libra,
I am choosing to apply balance to all areas of my life.
I am choosing to apply balance to all areas of my life.
What have I been focusing on?
What have I been focusing on?
And can I focus on something else?
And can I focus on something else?
What is really speaking to me right now?
What is really speaking to me right now?
What do I need?
What do I need?
What does my body need?
What does my body need?
And I promise to give myself that.
And I promise to give myself that.
I'm choosing to be kinder to myself.
I'm choosing to be kinder to myself.
I'm choosing to love and accept myself.
I'm choosing to love and accept myself.
And as I let go of these limiting beliefs,
of these limiting beliefs,
I am creating space for something better.
I'm creating space for something better.
And so these are my new beliefs.
And so these are my new beliefs.
I am enough as I am.
I am enough as I am.
I am exactly where I need to be.
I am exactly where I need to be.
Every little step I take forward matters.
Every little step I take forward matters.
I will always be and have enough.
I will always be and have enough.
I am full of love and life.
I am full.
I deserve a life full of beauty. I am loved and lovable and loving. And I am enough. I am respected. I live a luxurious life. I'm not afraid to be alone. Because I am my own best friend. I am supported. And I can feel myself embodying these new beliefs now. And I'm feeling this healing energy of Libra. in every cell of my body. Knowing that I have the power to start again. Just like all the phases of the moon. Forever changing and waxing and waning. I am grateful for this new day. I am grateful for this new season of my life. As I step into this new phase, optimistic and powerful. And so it is. And take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. And just tune into your body now. You might want to reconnect back to your affirmation or any affirmation that stood out to you. Repeat it a few times in your mind. Feeling your breath move through your body. Every breath is a release. And with every inhale, taking in new, fresh energy. You're always supported by the air around you that you breathe. And as you've tapped, you've done some powerful healing for your mind, body, and spirit. And if you feel comfortable or ready, you can begin to open your eyes. You might want to stretch or take some water. And whether you're feeling absolutely shattered and need a nap, that's fine. Or maybe you're feeling like, yeah, super energized and ready to take on the world. But wherever you fall on that spectrum right now, you got what you needed in this session, what your body and your mind needed. So just lean into that and know that you can tap anytime you need to release. You know the tapping points. You can use your own script. You could say that affirmation 8 times a day, and then you'll feel it and really embody it. It's all about that practice as well. So how's everybody feeling? Let me know. How was that? Did you feel sleepy? Did you feel energized? Maybe it was your first time doing tapping. I'm feeling quite relaxed. I feel like, sleepy time. But I think that's the power of EFT. So I just want to say we're coming to the end of the ritual right now. So I'll stick around for a few minutes if you've got any questions or any feedback. Valentina, definitely relax. Love that. Ursula, thanks, you're well. I have a little headache. Okay, definitely make sure to take lots of water. So if you do find yourself getting a headache or anything like that, EFT is like acupressure without the needles. So it's like having like a little mini massage. So please do hydrate. Prashkata felt sleepy in the beginning and now feeling energized. I love it. Maybe it's because we were doing all the letting go, all that heavy stuff, and then we tapped in some like really cool affirmations, like feeling optimistic. Ria feels wonderful. Thank you so much, Ria. Thank you everyone for being here, and thank you for taking part in this full moon practice. So we will have a new moon practice in a couple of weeks' time, so make sure to look out for that email from Full of Mind. If you do need any tapping in the meantime, I will just link my YouTube, which has got like, I don't know, hundreds of EFT tap videos. So you might find what you need from there. I also post yoga as well, so feel free to check them out on demand. It's all there for you. Abigail, oh, you feel lovely. That was wonderful. I'm so glad you came as well. Thank you, Abigail, for being here. Thank you for your contributions as well. And optimistic, yay. So thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and happy full moon as well. It is a lunar eclipse, so you might get lucky and see it wherever you are in the world. And yeah, feel free to check out the channel, and I will be, I think, uploading a course to Fuller Mind soon about the moon phases and EFT tapping. So whenever that's out, I'll let you know. But just want to say thank you so much for being here. I'm usually here twice a month for the new moon and full moon. We do a ritual just like this with journaling and tapping, and you'll learn about all the different phases as well. So thank you for a wonderful time together, and I will see you in the next moon ritual. Bye for now, everyone.